Hey, Business Pathway students, I have a little tidbit for you. This on the screen is the original iPod, and it came out October 23rd, 2001. That's right, the original iPod is so big. Didn't hold a lot of songs, but it was pretty much built, the same year that a lot of you were born. So we have a project that's kind of inspired by this product, actually. So back in those years, they had some ad campaigns, and this was a silhouette campaign that Apple did for the iPod. And so we're going to do a project that kind of emulates some of these, and we're going to be using pixel art. And for some of you PicMonkey fans, you might try doing the project there too to see if you can recreate it. Here's some student examples from the past of some characters that they used. I, of course, did tennis. You can see there's Mickey Mouse, Cartman, you got Pikachu, you got SpongeBob. This pretty well works with any figure, person figure that you can find. So, without much further ado, let's move on to the actual tutorial video.
Okay, so now that you got your picture, what we're wanting to do is we're going to call this original. So we're going to double click over here in the layers and call this original. And then we're going to unlock it. By double clicking this, we're going to unlock it. And then we're going to right click and duplicate that layer. And we're going to call this, double click that and call it iPod person. Okay, so now we got two layers. We want to uncheck this one because we don't want to be working on that. We're going to work on the iPod person one. Now, what we want to do is we're going to use this wand tool right here, and we're going to start erasing the background. All we want is his form. So we're going to click, hit delete, click another spot, hit delete, and we're going to try to clean this up as much as possible with the wand tool. But then we may have to go back in there with an eraser tool. It's very important to get it as cleaned up as possible, because once we get this shadowed, it doesn't look as good unless you get like all of this background out of here. Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay, there we go. Control D will actually get that to stop blinking like that. So now I want to get my eraser tool out. And I want to start getting the rest of this. And again, the more you clean up, the cleaner your image is going to be later. So I'm just going to erase all this. Okay, and a way to see even more of it is we're going to create another layer. Okay, new layer, and we're going to make this the background layer. And on the background layer, we're going to put that background layer in the middle here, and we are going to make the background white by going to Shapes, Square, make that background layer. Let's make it white though. Paint bucket, fill it. Okay. I'll go back to our iPod person and then start erasing some of the dirty stuff again, so we can zoom in, see some of the dirty stuff. We'll get the eraser. I'm not going to clean this up as much as you guys want to do it because I want to show you the rest of the project, but you want to take some time with this process because the cleaner the image, the better your iPod person is going to look. So like up here, you kind of want to clean that up too. So that's okay for what we want to do right now. Okay. So now we got our person kind of isolated now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Adjustment, and we're going to go to Levels, and we're going to slide this all the way over until he turns black. And press OK. Oh, we still got some stuff to clean up here, so let's get our eraser tool. We want it to be completely clean when we get this figure out of here. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to use my wand again to highlight the figure, and then we're going to come over to this layer and we're going to delete it, and then we're going to add a layer. Oh shoot, forgot a step. Before we delete that, we're going to copy this first. We're going to cut it, and then we're going to delete that layer, and then we're going to paste, which will create another layer. And now we've got our person all by itself that we can move around. Okay. Now we want to do the gradient tool. So some of you might want to keep it black. I want to make it a rainbow, like the Apple Computer rainbow color. So what that is you're going to do the gradient over here. It's this box right here, the gradient tool. And you're going to click up here on the gradient box and choose one of these gradients. I'm going to do the rainbow. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw which way I want the gradient. So if I want it to go vertical, whoa, hey. I want the form to be highlighted first, so I'm going to do the wand tool first. Then I'm going to go back, I'm going to do the gradient. Okay, same thing. And if I want it to do like horizontal that way, or I can do it this way, or I can just do it straight up and down. You pick which way you want your rainbow to look. Okay, so there's the rainbow. And now I've got my figure. Control D deselects that. So now I got my figure, snowboarding figure. Not the cleanest, but could be better. Okay, I'm going to change my background to black now. So I'm going to go to background. I'm going to pick black. Get my paint bucket. Get it black. Okay. So now I've got my figure. I've got my black background. Now I'm going to get some text on there. So when I do the text tool is going to add another layer. And maybe I want to put iPod person. And I'm going to change it to white. And I'm going to make it bold. It froze up.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm making a video right now, so just follow along. Why? What's going on? I'm sorry, it's frozen. I'm making the video. The video will be part of the process. I'll come help you once you get to this part. So right now I'm actually putting I'm just putting words right now, and I put iPod person. Okay, and then I'm going to create another letter phrase and put it in a different part of the picture. And I'm going to put, if you don't have an iPod, then you suck. Okay, I'm going to make that white as well. I'm going to make it a smaller. And that's basically our project.